Ever heard of turtles tipping the scales at nearly a ton, or lizards stretching to a whopping 2.5 meters? While these creatures are undoubtedly massive, they're dwarfed by the planet's largest reptile, a behemoth both in size and capability. In this video, we'll unveil the kingpin of reptiles and introduce you to other colossal cold-bloodeds whose dimensions will leave you awestruck. Dive in. Number 8. Black Caiman. Black caimans can be found in many countries of South America. They live in large water bodies and rivers where they hunt their prey. Black caimans can move perpendicular to the shore and catch their prey with lateral movements of the head. They dive underwater and actively search for prey at the bottom or partly jump out of the water, grabbing fish or aquatic invertebrates. They feed on everything from river dolphins to tapirs and anacondas. Almost no one can resist these Amazonian monsters. Surprisingly, even with such incredible size and diet, the black caiman is not even in the top 3 largest reptiles on the planet. There are quite a few other reptiles ahead of this creature. Stay tuned to see the huge but harmless reptile, learn about the 5-meter-long fat snake, and see the largest and most dangerous crocodiles in the world that you should never get close to. Let's move on. Number 7. Komodo Dragon. One look at the Komodo Dragon is enough to understand that this reptile is very large. The Komodo Dragon, also known as the Komodo Monitor, is the most gigantic lizard in the world and the heaviest modern species of scaly reptiles. Some individuals of the species can grow up to 3 meters in length and weigh more than 130 kilograms. As for an average individual, it reaches 2.6 meters in length and weighs about 60 kilograms. That's not bad either. It's not surprising that it's such a size. The Komodo dragon is the top predator. It lives, by the way, on the Indonesian islands. These large giants are not afraid of anyone and therefore eat whatever they want. One day, the Komodo dragon can eat insects, and the next day, it can eat a crocodile or horse. Komodo dragons do not disdain carrion, although they're more particular to hunting. These lizards are dangerous not only for the local fauna, but also for humans. Komodo dragons are quite aggressive. There are several known cases of these giants attacking humans, some of which ended tragically. The Amazonian region is full of dangerous reptiles. One of the most dangerous and largest is the black caiman. It's the largest species in the alligator family. Surprisingly, at the same time, it's not the largest reptile in South America. We'll talk about the larger one a little later. The black caiman is one of the largest predators of the Amazon basin. On average, the length of the reptile ranges from 2 to 4 meters, but some individuals can grow up to 5 meters in length. The weight of these monsters is also impressive, ranging from 200 to 600 kilograms. However, there are exceptions, and according to some reports, the heaviest black caiman weighed 100 kilograms. Number 6. Leatherback Sea Turtle. Turtles come in all shapes and sizes. Some are quite small and perfectly suited for the role of pets, while some look as if they're full of steroids. The leatherback sea turtle is one of the latter. This is the largest modern turtle in the world, and the only modern species in the leatherback turtle family. These creatures are astonishingly large. The largest measured individual had a total body length of 2.6 meters, 4 feet span of 2.5 meters, and a weight of 916 kilograms. If we consider that the average weight of a human being is about 62 kilograms, then roughly speaking, this turtle alone weighed as much as almost 15 people. Not only is the size of the leatherback sea turtle interesting, but also the features of its body. The turtle does not have a bony shell, the reptile is covered with skin. Although the creatures have an invisible shell, it's not connected to the skeleton and consists of small bone plates connected to each other. Another interesting fact is that the leatherback sea turtle can dive to depths of 1280 meters. It swims in all tropical seas and sometimes swims in the waters of temperate and even northern latitudes. Number 5. Gharial. The gharial is a very interesting creature. First of all, it looks very creepy, and that's understandable because it's a crocodile. But unlike many other crocodiles, The gharial is distinguished by its narrow jaw, which resembles something between a saw and a razor. However, the crocodile itself, for all its frightening appearance, is not dangerous. Crocodile inhabits the territory of Hindustan, and over many centuries of close contact with the gharials, locals have become convinced that these reptiles do not pose any threat. Moreover, in India and Nepal, these crocodiles are even considered sacred animals. Secondly, the gharial is a very large crocodile. Males can reach a length of 5 to 5.5 meters, although they're usually no more than 4.5 meters. Females, on average, reach 3 to 3.5 meters in length, but sometimes there are larger individuals. On average, these creatures weigh about 160 kilograms, but the biggest individual weighed 977 kilograms. It's interesting that previously these crocodiles were even bigger, but because of poaching, now these reptiles are getting smaller. Number 4. Green Anaconda. This video can't go without the legendary green anaconda, right? Not without reason, it's also called a giant anaconda because this snake is really huge. It's one of the largest snakes and reptiles in the whole world, as well as the heaviest snake on the planet. On average, green anacondas weigh from 30 to 70 kilograms. These are very big numbers for snakes, but there have been some exceptions. According to unconfirmed reports in the Amazon River, there were green anacondas weighing 227 kilograms. As for the length of the green anaconda, according to official data, the largest captured female individual reached 5.21 meters in length and weighed 97.5 kilograms. On average, the length of these reptiles is about 4 to 5 meters. There are many reports of green anacondas longer than 6 or even 10 meters, but none of these observations are reliable, according to scientists. Due to the natural characteristics of the green anaconda, its true length is problematic to measure. This is because its scales stretch after death, and stretching a living green anaconda to its full length is almost impossible to measure. Hence, false proof and data arise. Number 3. Orinoco Crocodile. Here is the real king of South America, the Orinoco Crocodile, which inhabits the Orinoco River basin in the north of the continent. It is one of the largest crocodile species in the entire world, as well as the largest animal in all of South America. Adult males can reach at least 5.2 meters in length and sometimes even more. There have also been reports of more than 7-meter-long individuals, but these are unreliable. However, there is reliable information about a supergiant that was shot in 1800. The historically recorded individual was 6.78 meters long, thus making it one of the largest crocodiles of all time. Adults feed mainly on large fish and reptiles, as well as mammals. Of course, such giants can attack people, but such cases are extremely rare due to the remoteness of habitats of these animals. Number 2. Nile Crocodile. The Nile crocodile was a little short of becoming the largest reptile in the world and topping the list. It's the second largest reptile in the world and the largest of 3 crocodile species found in Africa. It's also the most famous species of the true crocodile family when talking about toothy reptiles. People usually think of these particular African monsters. As for size, the length of males often ranges from 4.5 to 5.5 meters, and the weight of these African reptiles ranges from 250 kilograms. The largest Nile crocodile measured was shot near Tanzania in 1995. The giant was 6.45 meters long and weighed 1,095 kilograms. Nile crocodiles pose a great danger to humans, being an aggressive top predator. This monster often attacks tourists and locals and kills hundreds or even thousands of people each year. Gustave, a male Nile crocodile that lives off the banks of the Ruzizi River and the northern shores of Lake Tanganyika in Burundi, stands out among all these monsters. In the last few years alone, between 300 and 500 people have become victims of Gustave. In general, these toothy giants are not to be trifled with. They attack fiercely and mercilessly. And finally, the leader of this video, the largest reptile on the entire planet. Number 1. Saltwater Crocodile. It's the largest member of its order and the largest terrestrial predator. Even such giants as polar bears are inferior in size to these monsters. The saltwater crocodile is unrealistically huge. The average length of this reptile alone exceeds 5.2 meters. Moreover, scientists have officially documented quite a few individuals which exceeded 6 meters. Among them was the notorious Lo Long, the giant saltwater crocodile that was 6.17 meters long. The weight of these monsters is also astonishing. The weight of the saltwater crocodile ranges from 400 kilograms to 1,000 kilograms, and some of these creatures weigh more than a ton. Saltwater crocodiles live in Southeast Asia. They're considered extremely dangerous animals. In addition to being gigantic creatures, they feel like the kings of the world and destroy everyone in their path. Unfortunately, people often become their victims. It can be said that they have no opponents, which is not surprising. It's very difficult to compete with a 6-meter giant which, in addition, fights harder than anyone in the world. Many scientists believe that only large dinosaurs bit harder than saltwater crocodiles, which makes these reptiles one of the most formidable creatures of all time. That's all, guys. Would you like to see a saltwater crocodile with your own eyes? Let me know in the comments. Thank you for watching, and see you later.